This is the Ghostbusters Proton pack. This is a replica that I built myself.
Ghostbusters was a big budget movie for its day because it had a ton of expensive visual effects.
This was really a labor of love. I actually made trips out to Hollywood to the studio where they have some of the screen use packs on display, and I took detailed photos and measurements.
How's this damn thing work?
Well, this is an unlicensed nuclear accelerator that shoots a proton beam. So when you press this button, it fires. I'd like to get at least $2,000 for it.
The problem is a lot of nerdy fans spend all their money building stuff like this instead of buying it. I could see doing like $800 on it, man.
I'd have to have a little bit more than that. Could you do like 15?
I'll go $1,000. That's as far as I'm going, Corey.
1,050.
If I give you $1,050, you're gonna feel like you won?
Yeah.
All right, dude, 1,050, all right. Meet me over there, all right, Shep?
All right.
Take the pack with you.
Now I've got some money and I'm in Vegas.
Earlier, I got a call from a guy wanting to sell his collection of John Wayne memorabilia. So Chum and I are on our way to go see what he's got.
This is the way, gentlemen, to the John Wayne Museum.
Holy cow, this is a lot of John Wayne stuff, Pilgrim.
It certainly is.
How many items do you have here?
There's over 80 pieces in this full collection. I have busts of John Wayne. I have medallions, plates, stamps, plus other pieces.
John Wayne is the man. He still holds the record for being the leading man in more roles than anybody else, 142 in total. He's an American icon. Anything he signed or used in a movie is really collectible.
It's neat stuff. I love John Wayne. My dad really loves John Wayne. But it's nothing I can really resell. The problem we have with a lot of this stuff, like the posters, the clocks, and everything else like that, is it's not a limited edition. They're not on archival paper. It's not really expensive art. You know, something like this takes up a lot of real estate on my wall. If I have something that big on the wall of my shop, it's got to have a few $1,000 price tag on it. It's that simple when it comes to art. I appreciate everything you have here, but there's nothing for me. I'm sorry, I wish we could have done something.
I'll just keep trying to see if somebody out there feels that this would be a collection they would like to have ownership of.
I have a script of The Godfather.
Okay.
It came with a picture of The Godfather and an autograph inside, signed by Al.
You think it's the owl we're both thinking of?
Yeah.
It's got a name embossed on the front, Robert Evans.
Robert Evans was the producer.
When The Godfather came out in 1972, it was an instant hit. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola, starring Marlon Brando, Al Pacino. I'm crossing my fingers it's Al Pacino. So I invited my buddy down to help me figure it out.
What do we got here?
The script from The Godfather, signed by Al.
The Godfather has kind of entered our lexicon. I think it's the most quoted movie of any movie in history. Most of the time, Pacino only signed with Al. He didn't sign his last name unless it was a contract or a letter that he was sending to somebody very formal. What I'm looking at here is signs of forgery where there'd be some pauses, some stops and starts in the signature. And what I'm seeing is a really good flow. All the signatures that I've seen of Pacino, they have that little extra loop in the middle. That loop is there, and the way it connects to the L is consistent with his known signature based on the circumstances. This is Al Pacino's signature.
Wow, that's great.
All right, so what's Al Pacino's signature worth on a script?
Well, I'd say, you know, a high retail would be a couple $1,000s. That at auction, it might bring $1,000.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Take care.
Thank you.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Okay, okay.
$500.
500, not 1,000, huh?
No, I mean, the thing is, it's not an original script. $500, I think it's a fair price.
So $500 is the best you can do? You can't shoot any higher than that?
I told you it's the best offer I can do. It really is.
Okay, thanks for your time.
All right, well, thanks for bringing it in.
Thank you.
Well, I'm a little disappointed with the $500 offer. Now that we know it is Al Pacino's signature, a fundraiser would probably net more money than that.
Mr. Brown and I got along famously.
Why he tittled through a pass, I caught the ball myself.
It's got a name engraved on it.
How did you end up with this?
Sounds so fun.